to do meatballs with gravy over rice. And it sounds quite plain, and it is quite plain. And it's intentionally plain because that's how I think it tastes actually very good, not with, you know, too many spices. But I am going to get started and I will be back. Okay, so here we are back again, and as I said, I'm gonna be doing the filming for this part, which is fine. So I'm gonna be doing some of this with one hand, and I've gotten used to it. And first, before I do anything else, I'm just gonna go to the, it's not a Dutch oven, but it's a big pot I have here, and I just put some oil. It's on high, medium high, and I'm just gonna go over the very plain ingredients that I have. So I have some parsley, I have some ground black pepper, I have some butter, unsalted, I have some onions roughly chopped, I have some onions more finely chopped, I have some relatively finely chopped garlic, I have some flour, and I have some ground meat. You can use whatever meat that you feel comfortable with. I'm just going to be adding the butter. And it's funny because no matter, as I've said many times before, it seems to me no matter how organized you are, there's always something that you end up forgetting. So instead of doing the onions in butter, I have some oil, and that will help to just taking the roughly chopped onions, and I'm just adding that to the pan. And so as I was saying, what that helps to do is to ensure the butter doesn't burn. So we have the onions here frying away very gently. I have my ground meat, and all I'm going to be doing is taking the two spices. I'm not adding salt because there's a lot of salt in the broth I will be using. So the onions, garlic, parsley, and black pepper, I'm going to be mixing with my hands and making meatballs with this. Once I do that, I'm going to be dipping these meatballs, I like it this way, in the flour, and then browning the meatballs with the butter and onions. The meat is very well mixed with the garlic, onions, parsley, and black pepper. I'm gonna form a ball and then just coat it in the in the flour, and then add it to the pot, and I'm just going to repeat that. Okay, so we're back. We've got 6 roughly the same size meatballs coated with flour, and I'm just going to very gently turn them so they cook on the other side. And as I was saying, you can use whatever meat you choose, or even better, you could use a meat substitute, plant-based substitute for that, for the meat, and do it that way. So do a vegetarian version. So anyways, here we are, and these are starting to smell really good. So I will continue to fry them, to brown them, and once they're browned, what I'm going to be doing is adding some gravy. You're supposed to be adding, I'll just show the gravy actually. It's pretty thick. You're supposed to, in the original recipe I used to use consomme. We don't have consomme, so I decided to use gravy because the gravy was bought accidentally for Christmas. And for Christmas dinner, we typically make our own homemade gravy. So then I thought, well, what am I going to do with this gravy? And then I thought, why not make meatballs in gravy? And I have not actually ever used gravy instead of consomme, but I expect it should be good. I'm just going to maybe add a little bit of water to that and then just sort of cover it to boil. So now that the meatballs are quite brown, I am going to drain some of this fat, and they're really starting to look very good actually. And I'm going to be adding the gravy, and I will be back. So we are back with the I didn't drain all of it. I drained some of the butter and the oil. And I'm just going to be adding the gravy here. Oh my gosh, does it ever look good? So as I said before, I did not add any salt because salt is not very good for you, and I am on a low sodium diet. So I find that there is plenty of salt in the gravy. Now what I'm going to do is just add some water. I might add some more water. I'm just going to see what this is like. Actually, yes, I'll add some more water. I will cover it, and I will be back and serve this with some rice. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna uncover, and my goodness, did these meatballs ever look good? The gravy is a beautiful consistency. I generally like mine a little more thick, but what I'm gonna do, I have some rice here. I'm just going to put some of these delicious meatballs on top of the rice. Oops. And I'm just going to pour some of the sauce. Oh my gosh, does it ever look good? So I have got just some regular rice. You could use, I guess you could use parsley rice with some butter. But for me, because, you know, we're all watching our diet to some level, I don't think it's really needed. This is decadent enough. It's got a bit of butter in it. It's got the gravy. And there you go. I cannot wait to try this. This looks so good. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you give this a try or something similar try. And I think the neat thing about this was I didn't use just what the recipe called for necessarily. I also used what I had handy, what I had in the house. So there you go. Hope you tried and hope you enjoy. So today we have a bit of a treat. It's always nice to have a bit of a treat. It's shrimp biryani from our favorite Indian restaurant. And just look at this. I'm not even a fan of rice that much. I haven't had on a regular basis rice, pasta, or bread for about 30 years now. On a regular basis, I mean. But anyways, I'm just showing the shrimp. It looks so good. Oh my goodness. And this one, it has some kind of the rice. Just look at the rice. I don't know if you can see. Very fluffy. And yeah, very fluffy. And also all these vegetables and stuff. We got spicy. We didn't get very spicy because I found, even for me, the very spicy one, it's like, it's so hot. It's, like almost impossible. But anyways, we got the spicy. It should be good, but I was gonna say, it seems to me one of their special ingredients, I don't know for sure. Here's another shrimp. But look at that. Oh, look at that size. But it seems one of the ingredients is pineapple or some kind of fruit. And it's so good. Cannot wait to dig into this. This is Sunday supper. Very decadent. Okay, so if you're wondering what the noise in the background is, it's the Scooby and Roly-Poly playing around. Roly-Poly is giving Scooby a punch in the nose, And I should probably be taking a video of that, but so cute. Guys, what are you doing? No fighting. No fight. Okay, so anyways, what I have here is sort of a preview for the weeks to come. I had promised a dinosaur, a dragon, and a dragon we will have. Look at this. This is, I forget what part it is. I think the body, and somewhere this is the tail that needs to be stuffed. It's kind of fun to see it like this because it's all in different pieces and it's hard to sort of visualize. Here is the head, and I have one of the arms. This is one of the fingers actually, and this is one of the legs. So obviously it's not quite done. There's quite a bit more to do, but I would say it's about 65 to 70% done. And I am super excited about putting this dragon together. It was purchased. It's an order actually, and they're really fun to make. It's not necessarily something I would make for myself, but I think these crocheted animals are fun to make, and certainly I'm hoping to sell more in the future someday at Strawberry Fields. Now Scooby is here. What is Scooby doing? Scooby is here.
Because he knows Daddy's having food.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to let this one go here. And we will be back very soon in the next weeks to come. And we will be putting this dragon together. And I cannot wait. It will be a lot of fun. Hi, everybody. So I thought what I'd do is one unboxing. I cheated a little bit in that I took the wrapper off this. And so this is one of the many beautiful, beautiful Christmas presents I got. And they're all super, 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 super special. But this is some kind of thing where it's like yes, Scooby. It's like a surprise. And they're all sorts of, it's like girls who grew up in my generation or before, who have mothers or other female relatives, grandmothers, mothers, who sewed and had jars of buttons and stuff, will probably be able to understand the excitement of this. So I'm just going to ask the camera person, I'm just going to ask you to come closer, and just 4 of these. This is a maple leaf. This is this is a dolphin, obviously. This is a whale, and this is a turtle. And the more I look into it, the more interesting, unexpected, and unpredictable things I find. This is a shell. So you can, for creative people, you can get a fair idea of how wonderful this is, because you don't know what you're getting. And I'm sure each box is a surprise. It's assorted plastic beads, 1 pound of beads. So that is just like, for creative people, I think it's an amazing, amazing gift to receive. So anyways, there you go. This was my unboxing. I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. And looking forward to doing more craft projects in the next few weeks and the new year to come involving beads. Thank you. Stay